Hi, this is Heather and Chip Fisher. We live in La Mesa, and I am a speech language pathologist at Chula Vista Hills Elementary School, and my husband is a data analyst for NavAir on North Island, and we've both grown up and born and raised in San Diego, both went to San Diego State University, so lived here our whole lives.
So we met Jesse about 5 years ago when we were trying to buy our first house. It was the start of COVID, so everything was locked down. It was just a crazy time, as we all remember. What I really liked about Jesse is when we probably looked at 3 or 4 houses, and I remember there was the first house that we looked at. It was all beaten up. It was really low under what our value was. When we were done looking at the house, I looked at Jesse and I was kind of like, okay, so where do we go from here? Do we put in an offer? He was like, no, I can tell from your body language and everything about that we've been talking about, like, this is not the house for you. So that was the moment that I was like, okay, I trust Jesse. He is absolutely looking out for our best interests. And I'm so excited to have him on our team. A couple months ago, the house directly across the street from Heather's sister opened up. So we reached out to Jesse again, and he walked us through buying this property again and selling the other one. Jesse was great. He got it done so fast. We had a buyer essentially lined up before we even listed the house, and he just made the whole process so smooth.
Jesse has always been extremely detailed and knowledgeable and trustworthy in what he has to say. Last time and this time, his map system for outlining everything that's going to happen in the process, he's always very transparent and giving frequent updates about what's going on, what's happening in the process. So we were never left questioning what's happening next. What do we have to do? We would just look at the maps and it would tell us exactly what's happening next and where we're at in the process. And it would have all of his notes there. So very high transparency too about what he's doing to fight for us and sell our home or buy the new home.
One of the most unique things that I think we did was after we had moved into this new house and we had completely moved everything out of the old house, we had cleaned it up and we were getting ready to stage it, take pictures of everything. As we actually, Heather, myself, and our son Charlie, we went over to the house and met Jesse there, and we just took 20 minutes and just prayed over the whole sale process. I don't think I've ever really heard of another realtor really wanting to do that, but it was a really powerful moment for us, just making sure that the Lord was in control of it all, which he was, because the buyers that we accepted to deal with were actually the childhood best friend of the neighbors of that house. And Jesse was great throughout that whole process. And I would say both parties are very happy with the deal. And yeah, it was a good experience.
If you're thinking about hiring Jesse as your real estate agent, I recommend him 100%. He is not your typical real estate agent. He works for your interests only. He wants to protect you. He is transparent with you. I'm thankful just to be in our new house, allowing us to be in close community with my sister and my niece and my nephew. And our son gets to grow up across the street from his cousins. And Jesse's role in making that happen was very pivotal.
What I think sets Jesse above the rest of all the realtors is just how he's there. He was there to help us move when moving day came. He's just there, and he cares, and he wants to not just build a transactional relationship with you, but he wants to build a real relationship with you. He wants to become friends with you, and we have, and that's why we've now used him twice. So as a data guy, I thought it was impossible. Like, there's no way we're gonna sell our old house with a 2.9% interest rate and buy a new one at 7%. I was like, we're crazy. There's no way this is gonna happen. But Jesse actually has a tool that he gave to us the first time we bought our house, the time we bought our first house, and it was a loan calculator. And man, my wife and I, we used that so many times for so many different scenarios, and just we ran the numbers so many times. And that tool was vital in getting those good numbers in. And the numbers checked out, and we were able to do it.